Hi guys, this is Spencer again from the Digiters, and welcome to another episode here at the Digiters Corner, where we want to inspire and educate you to live a healthy and sustainable life while doing what you love, anytime and anywhere. And in today's video, we want to share you 5 tips to ace your virtual interview. 5 tips to ace your virtual interview. But before going to this, let me just remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to like our social media pages, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and follow us. Follow us as we become the world's most trusted platform for remote-based consultants. So engage with our content, interact with us, and be part of our journey. Okay, so let's go to these 5 tips. I'll just be reading the blog that is associated to this video, and you can look at that. You can read that also on our website, digiters.ch. Okay, so 5 tips to ace your virtual interview. The first one is to research about the job and the company. So research about the job and the company, knowing some vital information about the position and the company will make you confident in answering questions about your skills and how you can be valuable to the team. So go to their website, go to the above page, and look at their vision, at their mission, look at the company culture, at their core values, and try to answer the questions knowing these, and that will be a lot of points in your advantage if you know already something about the company. And that's also show your interest, and make sure and make you more proactive in giving details about the why they should hire you. Try also to go and look for the interviewer. Try to go to LinkedIn and see who you will be talking to. Look at that person's position. Look at that person's interest, so you know who you will be talking to, and you know how to answer the questions that person will be will be giving to you in a proper manner. Okay, so the second one is to dress professionally. It is important to look your best because first impressions last. Since you're applying for remote work, how you look on the screen is how you will be seen for the rest of your employment. So it's important that you will be presentable enough in the interview, because what you're basically saying is that this is how you look at me when you will be working with me, when you will be having those virtual meetings with me. So make sure that you're wearing a good attire, with professional attire, and not in your pajama when you will be interviewed. Okay, make sure also to have a good solid color dress, and not dress with stripes, because or different types of patterns. Otherwise, in the camera, those can produce a weird visual effect. Okay, and the third one is to conduct the interview in a conducive environment. If you don't have a home office set up yet, choose a spot or a place where you have a good internet connection, where you have good lighting, when you are free from any distractions from your family, from your kids, from your pets, and make sure that you are in a place where you can focus at the interview 100%, and that the interviewer is focused on you 100%. Have a good background, a presentable background with solid colors or with books in your background, in a way that the interviewer is not looking at your background while he or she is interviewing you. Okay, so make sure that you are presentable. So from the start to the finish. And the number 4 is to have and prepare the tech, all the devices that you will be using in a proper way. Not that you'll be having technical difficulties 1 minute before the interview, because that's not a good excuse if you will be arriving late. Okay, so make sure that you have your desktop, your laptop, your microphone, your camera, your earphone. Make sure that these will be working well during the interview, and not that you will arrive late because of technical difficulties. That's not a good excuse, because you will be working virtually and remotely with that company, and that shows how prepared you are for remote work and for virtual setup. So do your job, do some technical testings, and solve those technical issues way before the interview, not a minute before the interview. Okay, so Prepare for the interview. Don't waste the interviewer's time, because that's not a good start. Number 5 is to just be yourself, even in this virtual setup. Show that you are able to keep up a good conversation, human conversation, even in this remote setup. Be natural, be authentic. Don't sound robotic and monotonous, even though you've prepared the questions and you practice your answers. But be natural, be authentic, and try to have a conversational like interview, not just a monologue by yourself or by the interview, but you know uh, um, constructive dialogue among two human beings. So just be yourself, be authentic. And if you've done the first point, which is to research about who you're talking to, and and what the company's values and missions and visions, you will have some talking points, and you'll know, even subconsciously, will how to answer those questions. And so this is the fifth point, but let me give you another one, which is a bonus tip, is to follow up on that, send a follow-up email in that, after the interview, because there will be things that you will probably say the wrong way. You won't say it as you would have wished to say it, or there will be things that you forgot to say. So make sure to rectify these things by sending a follow-up email, and this will show that you are willing to correct whatever statements that you've made during the interview that didn't come through the right way. And follow up also after a week or after 2 weeks, depending on the situation, depending on what you agreed as well with the interviewer. Okay. And so these are the tips on how to ace your virtual interview. If you have received already an invitation, make sure to use these tips, and I'm sure that you will be fine. If you haven't received an interview yet, go to the previous video that we have done, and try to see how to apply online for remote work. And I'm sure that that you will get the remote work that you need and that you want, because the remote work now is becoming huge, exponentially growing due to the pandemic. I'm sure that one day, or in another, you will have your work. So just be persistent, persevere on looking for a job, for a remote job, and I'm sure that you will have it. You will have it soon. Okay, so this is it, guys, and just to go through these points again. Number 1 is to research about the job and the company. Number 2 is to dress professionally or appropriately. Number 3 is to conduct the interview in a conducive environment. Number 4 is to prepare the tech you will need. Number 5 is to be yourself. Okay, so this is it. Take care, and may God bless us all.